Welcome to another episode of It's More Than a House. I'm your host, Tracy Tessmer.
And I'm Karen Allen, and we're here today with Mike Carrington from Gainesville Mechanical. Thanks for being here today.
Okay, good to see you. Mike, welcome to the show. It is very appropriate that summer came instantly in Gainesville, Georgia once again, and our show today is about heating, ventilating, but most importantly, cooling. And we're actually doing a cooling renovation here, an HVAC renovation. Kind of tell us how this project got started.
Well, you'll like this, Tracy. Actually, the homeowner here was listening to your home improvement radio show in the mornings.
Oh, okay.
You had me on as a guest, and we were talking about airflow issues that sometimes may not be your equipment, it may be your duct system that's causing your comfort issues. So I came out, spoke with him, we talked about the problems he was having, brought out a flow hood, measured some airflow, and determined that he had some duct problems instead of equipment problems that was causing his issues. So we came out once we determined what the problem was. They had to do some things to get us ready, drop some ceilings so we could get access to the ductwork. And then it was basically decide which way they wanted to go. They had several options. Originally they had two systems, one for the main part of the house and they had another system for the basement.
Okay.
And the mechanical room was very small, so the second system was crammed in there on top of the main floor system. A lot of the ductwork had come loose, and it was just causing big problems. They didn't have enough room to do the amount of ductwork they were trying to squeeze in that room. So to solve that problem, we went in and tore it all out and put in just one system and added a 4-system zoning system. And that allowed them to heat and cool both levels with just one unit instead of multiple units.
So they have one HVAC unit, one condenser, where
Yeah,
I
they
have
furnace.
three.
Right, they have one air conditioner, one furnace.
Okay.
But they have 4 thermostats.
Wow.
They've got a thermostat in their master suite, and they
Okay.
got a thermostat that handles the main part of the house, and then a thermostat that handles the sunroom, and then they also have a thermostat that handles the basement. So they've got one system, but they've actually got 4 different complete zones that they can control independently.
And one thing I like about what you've done here is in new home construction today and remodeling, the HVAC systems or the heating and cooling systems, they a lot of times get engineered by the guy that's installing the duct.
Yeah.
And that's really, I mean, it's a very complex system. There's got pressures and airflows and cubic feet per minute and all that technical stuff that I know Karen loves.
I love it.
But a lot of times they get engineered by the guy that's putting in the ductwork, and that's not the case here.
Well, no, it's a little more involved than blowing hot air or cold air. You got to get it balanced. We run a load estimate that sizes the equipment. On that load estimate, it'll also tell us how many CFM of air to put into a room. CFM is cubic feet per minute.
Did you just read my mind? Because I was just going to ask you what that was.
Well, most
CFM.
people don't know what CFM
Yeah,
is, but it's
okay.
cubic. So if you had a cubic foot, it's a foot high by foot wide by foot deep.
Right.
Well, every system is designed to move a certain amount of air. So to be able to get the right amount of air into a space, you've got to be able to balance that according to load conditions. Zoning will do that automatically. It'll sense that load and change the airflow accordingly.
Wow, I think this system might be smarter than me. I don't know. I'm a little worried.
No way.
Okay, good, thanks.
No way. I can guarantee it. Well, we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about the loading and how we calculate the loads. And we're going to talk about the refrigeration process, how we actually put cool air in your house. We're going to talk about the control systems. We're going to talk about the choices that you have to make when you're selecting a new HVAC system, whether you go with a motorized damper or a multi-unit system or a single system. And I also want to talk a little bit about this shroud that you use to test the loads a little bit. What's that called again?
No, the flow hood.
Flow hood, yeah. I want to talk
It
about the
measures
flow
airflow.
hood.
Yeah, it measures air.
Okay. And we're going to look at the ducts. They don't go quack.
I thought about that.
We're going to look at the ducts. We're going to look at, you've got a fairly sophisticated control system for this unit. And we're just going to tell you what it's all about.
Well, I actually can't wait to get into the cool place that we're going to talk about, right? All right.
Wrong. We're staying outside.
Oh, no. Well, It's More Than a House. We'll be back in just a minute after these messages. Stay with us.